And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go Giants! Yes! 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 Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live as we had the series finale between the San Francisco Giants and Arizona Diamondbacks. And Lou, you ain't going to believe this, but you could do all your calculations, and the Giants were able to win one. How about that? It wasn't easy. It weren't easy, man. My God. The Giants tried to do everything they could to try to give up this game. Trevor McDonald looked great. Walker was ass. Killian looked great. Ramos looked fantastic. Barracuda had a nice shot, and it was fun. But before we get started, hey, how about congrats to Team USA as they advance to the 16, right? They're going to go to Seattle, take on Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. So again, that was pretty cool to see Team USA advance, huh?
Monday.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Glenn, what did you think of the Giants game tonight? Hey. It was tough. I mean, the Giants finally broke it open there in what was that, the fifth inning? Yeah, the fifth inning they broke it open, and then they added some more in the sixth. But man, it wasn't easy. You got into the eighth, and it got ugly.
Yeah, you're right. But Eric, a win's a win. They won it 6-4. You know, if this was any other season, you win 6-4, we wouldn't be saying that it was a big issue. We won. I mean, is this where we're at, Eric? We've begun to be critical of the wins. We won, and not only did we win, Eric, I thought given the fact we made 2 errors in the game, we still won the game.
Yeah.
I thought Trevor McDonald was absolutely fantastic tonight, although his record is 3-6. He picks up the win, put a lot of zeros on the board through 7, Eric, so I applaud him. Killian comes in. He appears to be the closer now with 7 on the season. And then you've got I thought timely hits tonight, Eric. Okay. You had hits, you had home runs, you had guys. What was it, the eighth inning when they did the replay? You see Schmitty hustle down that line. That's what I like. He's a blue collar player, Eric. He's getting the job done, and he hustles. I love that. You get you got Ramos back swinging a hot stick. I like it, and I've said it recently, Eric, that I thought that for this team to win and to win consistently, the only way to do that is you've got to get games where you get the clutch hits, you get the home runs, you get the good pitching, you get the bullpen appearances. And other than, shaky 8th inning there and a couple of errors, I'm not going to complain. Win is a win. I thought it was an all-around win. And finally, the Easter egg hunt has ended for Super Salt Lou because there's a win in the basket now, and he doesn't have to go searching. Lou, I don't know if there's any more. You can keep looking for more wins. But as far as Arizona, we finally picked one up, and I thought it was an all-around effort by the team tonight.
Lou, before I kick it to you, how many outs were on the board when the Giants started scoring runs? There you go. Go for it, Lou.
I thought the 2 keys to the game. One was add on runs. I just wanted to make sure I'm running. Yeah. add on consecutive. So they scored 3 in the 5th. They didn't settle. They scored 3 in the 6th, all with 2 outs.
Mm-hmm.
That was huge because you saw that catastrophe the 8th. I don't know why I keep saying that. Hold on. Stop. Rewind. All right, let me push play. I never want to see Ryan Walker ever in a Giants uniform again. I don't know how many times I got to see it. He is useless. Stop. All right, I'll save that for Friday or Saturday. I don't know why he comes in completely useless, and he was upset he got taken out. Come on. I mean, I just want to read his stats. Are you ready? These were his stats for tonight.
Ready.
Ugly.
4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned on 12 pitches. Let me repeat that. He had 12 pitches, and he gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned. It's almost impossible to do, but Ryan Walker does it. You know, for every one of his things where he comes out, and it's not like it's 1, 2, 3. He does it. He has 5 that are useless. I never want to see this guy again. I can't wait when I go to the game on Monday night and I see him. And if he comes in, I'm going to tell Tony V and the pitching coach, you're an idiot. Why is he coming in? You know, it's unbelievable. The other thing, I thought the young kids today, really, when you looked at it, all showed up. You know, I'm not, Eldridge 1 for 5, not a big deal. You know, they're pitching differently, but all the young guys. But the 8th inning, where they barely survived, that's what happens when you play kids and when you're playing out of position. It happens, so it's one of those things. But you get a win, you get off the snide. I saw a thing today online. The last time the Giants lost 8 straight to a team to start the season was 38 years ago. So they were getting pretty big. The other thing about today's win, they didn't hit the magic number 16, so now it goes back to 14. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say 14 games below 500. And will you guys stop saying that we're back off 1 win? What is wrong with some of these people in the chat?
No, I don't think anyone's
saying
that.
God, come on.
They're being sarcastic.
But I just think it's one of those things where, hey, it's nice when I thought even the last thing, and then I'll send it back to you guys. Arias 0 for 5. Casey 0 for 5. Eldridge 1 for 5. So that's 1 for 15 in your top 3 batters, and you still win. That's a good win. I'll leave it back to you guys.
Yeah, the lineup 5 through 9 for the most part. They did all the heavy lifting. Here, matter of fact, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, and then we'll see exactly what happened here.
And now, today's Giants in Review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
Drive into center field.
Got him.
All right, before we go, Fuji Simeon just donated $2. There you go, Glenn. Happy Canada Day. There you go. Way to go. Thanks, Fuji. Appreciate that, man. Way to go. As you can see, Giants, hey, they win. How about that? They are now 1-8 against the Diamondbacks. They beat them 6-4. Giants 6 runs on 11 hits with 2 errors. The 2 errors came in late in the game. Koss was the I don't want to say the benefactor. He was the one that caused both errors. Arizona 4 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. McDonald gets the win. Gallen gets the loss. Killian gets the save. And you talked about it. Arias 0 for 5. Schmidt 0 for 5. Eldridge 1 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Devers 1 for 3. And here we go. This is where everything got done. Ramos 2 hits, a home run and a triple. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Lee 2 hits today. It was nice to see Lee get some hits because he's kind of haven't been doing much lately. But he got 2 hits also with 2 runs scored. Barracoto 2 hits, one of them a big fly. Again, 2 RBIs. Kavanaugh, our young catcher, 2 hits today with a freaking RBI. Hey, look at that, man. I'll take it. And then Koss had a nice hit. Again, this is his first game in forever. And he was in today. He had a nice hit today. Again, his defense there at the end was not very good. But again, it was nice to see the bottom of the lineup. Well, we'll say from middle to the bottom of the lineup, they got it done today. Look at that. They gave me a 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hits today out of the 11 for the San Francisco Giants. 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position. That's not so bad. Again, cost with both errors. Both of them a throwing error. McDonald, 6 innings, man. I tell you what, talk about a turnaround because his last start was doo-doo. But he only allowed 1 hit, had 5 strikeouts, and a walk on 1. Much better today, the performance of McDonald. Miller came in with an inning, got a little weird. He had a walk and a hit, but then he struck out 2. Again, I still think this is a guy that they're going to move, Eric Miller. Walker, ass. 4 hits, 4 earned. Smith came in. He actually did pretty well considering the situation he came in. Gave up 1 hit and had 1 strikeout. So, hey, he did okay. Killian, fantastic inning, man. 2 big strikeouts, and then I got that ground out to end the game. So, again, Giants, nice win. I mean, come on. What does it mean in the big scheme of things? Not much. But I like seeing Ramos because, look, one thing I want to see is like, what do we got to work with next year? Of course, Ramos, he's still going to be with the team. Barracoto, we could talk about this, guys. What do you think? Do you like Barracoto being out there in the outfield? I don't mind him. The guy's got some pop in his bat. I would like to see more of him. I don't know. What do you, Glenn, what do you think, Barracoto?
I don't think there's any reason to criticize his play. A lot of the young guys play. Hey, I have no reason to criticize Cox or Barracoto or Schmidt. Or, we're getting a fresh look now at Ramos. Overall, Ramos has had some issues picking up the ball. But we move him over to right field. I'm content. Dude, the way Ramos swings the bat, the guy makes an error, he makes up for it. They were talking about, Koss is swinging that bat. He's trying to hit the long ball late in the game. Why? He's trying to make up for 2 errors. Holy cow. But these other guys, Eric, they contribute. And this is what we've asked for. So to be critical of anyone who's young on this team, who is contributing to the success in any way of this team, would be, as they would say, Leonard Nimoy would say, it would be highly illogical.
Look at that, a little Spock action. Lou, what do you think about these young guys, man?
I thought tonight, you're gonna have rumbling to them, defense and offense. But I'd rather, our season's going nowhere. Our season's going nowhere, so keep them. I have a question for you two, with Barracoda. I'd rather see him than Gilbert, especially offensively.
Or Bader, for that matter, Lou. Bader.
Again, here's the thing. Bader's going to come back soon. They're going to have to do something. And, it's one of those things when you get an opportunity and you're playing well and you're hitting well, I don't give a shit about options. I do not want a guy that earns his time to be demoted because of options. Okay? If he's doing the job, keep him up. So, I'd rather see Barracuda. I'd rather see Kavanaugh. At least this guy hits.
I like him.
The thing about when he hits, it comes off the bat different.
Solid hits. There's no doubt about solid contact.
Solid hits. So, I really like that. And, I think Koss, obviously, he's sort of everywhere. But you know what? Give Casey a day off occasionally and put Koss in. And then maybe or have Casey one day be a DH. You know what I mean? Just something different because you can see Casey's getting a little bit tired. But you know what? Koss is fine. The thing about Koss is he can help you in different ways. A lot of these other guys are really one way. They're not back and forth. And, I'd rather see that. He can fill in, he can hit, he can steal for you. So why not? I think the biggest problem is these guys keep thinking we're going to the playoffs. And if we play the young guys, we're hurting someone's feelings. Who cares? Okay, the season's done. Let's see what we have for the next couple of years. Play them. And here's amazing. They're playing them, and we won the night. So they should play on Friday in Coors Field. That's all I'm saying. So,
Eric, a lot of people are critical of, and for reasons I understand because I watch the games. But the young players, as we would say today, Eric, I stand on guard for thee. And a guy like Ramos, I don't understand, Eric. Maybe you can explain to me. Why would you trade Ramos?
There really isn't.
It makes no sense. If they put him on the trade block, every team in baseball, Eric, there'd be a lot of busy signals because every team would be on the line trying to get him. I don't know. You're not trading Ramos. You want to go young?
You got a lot of control.
Ramos? I do not understand that whatsoever, Eric.
You got a lot of freaking time with him, man. He's still got how many years of arbitration? He's going into arbitration number 1 this year. And I think, what is it? 3 or 4 of them or so. You still got quite a bit of control with Ramos. Yep. The only way you do it, unless you upgrade your pitching, that's the only way, right? Because that's the Giants issue, because we just don't know where the pitching is. I still think, even though McDonald had a great outing this year or on this one, we don't know. Landon Roop looked terrible yesterday. What is the status of the pitching going forward? I think that's a big question mark. And then with Ray leaving, because look, he's good as gone. The rotation is not going to be the same next year unless you're going to have to add somewhere. And maybe you trade some of these pieces. I don't know. But no, to your point about trading Ramos, I would rather keep him. But it all depends on what you're getting back. And all these young guys, right? Casey Schmidt, you got a lot of years of control. Ramos, you got a lot of years of control. So I don't know. You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is, Glenn? Uh-huh. The infield, you ain't messing with the exception of second base. The outfield, right? Jung-Hoo Lee is definitely going to be on the team because he's got 2 more years of control. And then Ramos, you're going to keep. So the other outfield position is kind of wide open to a certain extent. Gilbert is Gilbert is I think he's a great fourth outfielder. But fourth outfielder, right? Come in for defense. If you got to get a lefty bat in there for a key hit, okay, yeah, you bring him in. But I like Barracoto. Maybe you have maybe the outfield going forward is Ramos, Lee, and Barracoto. I wouldn't be disappointed with that.
Doesn't it open your eyes seeing Barracoto play on a more consistent base? We're going to see more of him, Eric.
Yeah, I do, 100%.
Do you not notice that this is because I have the MLB package and I watch a lot of other games, not just the Giants. I am watching baseball from, morning, noon, and night. And when I watch these other teams, Eric, they all have guys like the Barracotos. You go, I don't really know much about this guy, but man, he contributes. He's a good player. He's young. What? I don't understand. You know where they shot themselves in the foot, Eric? The Giants shot themselves. Buster shot himself in the foot. They gave the extent. If you want to lay out a roster, picture they bring up the graphic at the beginning of the game. Here's your defense. They made the mistake of signing Chapman for 6 years, Eric. If you had Schmidt at third base, I'm telling you, it opens up a lot more positives. If you had Schmidt at third, that's his position. He plays every day. And then you can work with the outfield and add something there. But the fact that they're playing a third baseman at second base and the second base third baseman in left field, and it still appears to me, Eric, that they're still trying to plug gaps in the dam here. They're still trying to fill the holes with what they got instead of giving me a solid 9 on the field.
Yeah, Miggs made a great point here. He talked about trading veterans. The only time you trade young guys, there's only one way you do it, and that's if you're going for it. If you're if the Giants were a division leader, or if you're in that wild card hunt and you need to go get that guy to help your roster, that's when you trade your prospects, right?
I agree.
Right now, though.
Wait, and do you agree that if a guy like Ramos, the fact you've got leverage over him for years to come, and he's young and he proves he can hit, Eric. He doesn't have to prove anything to me that he can hit, and he can hit in the clutch, and he gets job done, hits home runs, gets base hits, launches a lot of doubles. He was barreling the ball tonight. Looked great, fresh off that long injury, Eric.
I tell you what.
Night to win. So my question again would be, why would you trade the guy? Is the grass always greener on the other side, Eric?
That's a good point. Point.
When the team is not competing for anything this year, next year, probably the years to come. Why would you move him thinking, again, I think the Giants fans think that come trade deadline, boy, we're back in the hunt again at the end of August. We're not playing for now.
No.
So a guy like Ramos is young. You got leverage over him. Why would you want to? Why would you even contemplate trading him? Because if you wanted to trade him down the line, Eric, again, when you're in a better financial situation, so to speak, when you are you're solidified as a team, the time to trade him is not now.
No, correct. Agreed.
I think it's illogical. I don't understand. A lot of people are saying it, and they've said it, and I probably fell into that trap once or twice. Said, "Oh yeah, they could trade him." It's just absolute rubbish. What do you think, Super Salty? You got to hold on to young players who've proven they can get the job done, and you got leverage over them.
Well, the one thing about Ramos, I admit he can hit, but I still think he's one of the worst defenders I've ever seen in left field. I'd be happy and willing to keep him if maybe he could play a position in the infield that we need. I just don't like him at left. I just think he's scary defensively. And, maybe he just needs a healthy season since maybe he wasn't healthy early in the year. But I think with him, you got to sit down with him, teach him the fundamentals again, teach him how to play left field, and teach him how to run the bases, because we're talking about sort of the flavor of the week. If you remember, before he went on injured, nobody really cared if Ramos gets traded. So, that's all I'm trying to say. I mean, I think the other thing, too, is I think he looked great. But did any of you guys miss Adames or Kratman not in the lineup? I thought today It was like, this is how it could be. So I think it's more Ramos. Hey, I'm glad he's coming back. I think he's very moody, but I think
he's got fire in him.
Yeah.
He got some fire in him.
Sometimes he might try too hard, or sometimes it's confidence with him. I just think he's still a project, if that makes sense.
He's young.
Yeah, he is.
So
he is.
Yeah, Lou,
and great point. Real quick. Again, news came out just before the lineup came out. Matt Chapman does have an abdominal strain. He's on the 10-day deal. I don't know how long he'll be out for. You go on the 10-day, and next thing you know, it's a month later. So it all depends. I mean, you guys can do. I Googled what an abdominal strain recovery time looks like. It depends on what grade. If it's a grade 1, they said 1 to 3 weeks. Grade 2 is like 1 to 3 months, and then I think grade 3 is like 3 to 6 months. So all depending on the severity of his strain will be determinant on how long he's going to be out. But to your point, Lou, I didn't miss him at third base. Honestly, don't get me wrong. His glove is great. It is. It's fantastic. But that being said, his bat is less. I mean, he's a streaky hitter. At best, he's a streaky hitter. And those streaks, it's like 1 to 2 weeks of really good, and then it's like a month of bad. And that's just who he is as a player. It sucks. But yeah, I didn't go ahead, Glenn. I was just gonna say
Lou has seen Moneyball. So when I see this, like Ramos, blah blah, I thought Wilmer was good. Wilmer was great hitter. He was one of the best. I mean, what are you talking about? And did he play a bad infield? Well, he was a Swiss Army knife, Eric. He played third, he played second, he played first, and he was great off the bench. Wilmer Flores would have been a steal at the deadline last year if the Giants had traded. What are they doing, this Giants team? Should have been trading Wilmer last year. And he was my favorite player, Eric, but they should have been trading him. And then he says, Ramos can't catch or run. Do you remember Moneyball, Lou? You remember Moneyball? But what can he do? Check your notes, or I'm going to point, because
he can get on base. He can get on base.
He gets on base and he can hit. He gets the job. I mean, Lou, you telling me there are other teams who have guys who are playing the infield or the outfield who are studs defensively and can't run? Well, I'll flip the script. What I'm trying to say is, it was okay let's keep Bailey. His defense is great, but he can't hit. It's we got to keep Bailey. But we could trade Ramos because his defense sucks, but he can't hit. Come on, man. Come on. Which side of the fence are you guys on?
And with this lineup, over 162 games, the faults rise to the top. We all know Chapman is good defensively, him and his 10 errors, but he can't hit. So when you're on a team that isn't scoring and he comes up and they tried him at first, third, it all goes up. It's the same, it's baseball in general, but that's why I thought today, if you really take Eldridge out, you're 1, 2, 3, go 0 for 15 and you still win and you get 11 hits. Young guys deserve another chance to play, especially at Coors Field.
And Eric, and Lou, I know Lou knows it again because Lou has an understanding of the movie, and it was a real life story. The Oakland A's went on to win 20, Eric, in a row. 20 in a row. Who they have playing first base had a career year when they played Moneyball. That's the name of the movie, is Moneyball. Who did they go out and sign for first base, Lou? They signed a catcher named Scott Hatteberg.
Couldn't even throw anymore.
Hit the winning home run to win the 20th straight game for the A's, okay?
And do you know who he pinch hit for? Do you know who he pinch hit for?
Burns.
Very good.
I know my stuff, Lou. You know, I mean, you're old. But they said, look, Ramos can't catch or run. And what did they say in Moneyball? Scott Hatteberg. Why was nobody interested in signing Hatteberg?
He walks. He gets on base.
No, why? They were afraid to sign him
because he couldn't throw anymore to second.
He can't throw. But what does he do? I'm going to point again. Just illogical again. That's my word for the night. He's trash because he can't catch or run. Okay. Eric, when was the last time you saw a Major League Baseball team built with 9 guys on the field and they're all five
tool players?
No, they're not. That's the thing.
No, you got to, I mean, if Matt Chapman, we know what we get with Matt Chapman at the bat. Very average, but people love his defense. Other teams love his defense. That is his go-to. You can't, not every player is a 5-tool player, Eric.
No,
so you got a guy who's average in the field. I'll give you an example. That guy in Tampa I like. He's an average outfielder, even with his speed. But what does he do? He runs. That's his game. He runs. He gets on base, and then he can steal first. He gets on first, steals second, steals third. That's what he does. 5-tool players, Eric, are pretty rare. You got to pick your poison, and to say trade Robles because he can't run. He can't run. How many games did Wilmer Flores win us last year? Oh, he can't run. I'm pissed off now, Eric. And it's Canada Day. The fireworks are going to start any minute here out my window, and I'm pissed off before the fireworks. That's a bad sign. You agree, Eric? You agree? No, you got to pick your poison there.
Well, you think about it. How many teams have look? And I love this because I remember this years ago. Marty talked about it, and I can't remember. He always reminds me of who the guy that comes on that gave him this. It was a former scout for the Yankees, I think, where you have your carriers and you have your contributors. Let's take, for example, the scuffling New York Yankees. Holy crap, they lost again. How about that? They got swept 2 series in a row. And who was that? Who coughed it up for the Yankees today? Who coughed it up?
Yeah, I said he was a closer yesterday, too.
Yeah, who coughed it up? Camilo Doval. That bum. The one that Lou had to get kicked out of the game for. Doval was ass when they traded him, and he's ass now. And he gave it up for them. But anyways, how many carriers do the Yankees have on their team? How many guys on that roster can carry the team? I say one. Who's your second? We all know Judge.
Two. Well, if you include somebody who's injured, I give it. There's 3 guys who carry that.
Yeah, team. Rice. Rice. Stanton,
Rice. All right.
Rice.
Do you consider him a carrier? Or would you consider more? No, and then the contributors.
I say Goldschmidt can carry a team with his bat. He's playing a great. You may think they're losing. They just got swept. Goldschmidt is a good player. At his age, Eric, good player. He's carrying that. Look, there's 3 or 4 guys, but nobody else.
No.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're missing that carrier, it's significant because
Bellinger. Everybody want to trade for Bellinger. So, I mean, he's hot. He's great, too. He didn't play yesterday. I don't know if he played today. They said a lot of guys yesterday.
How many carriers do the Dodgers have? They got quite a few, don't they? They got quite a few. One of them's injured. He's going to be out for a while. Will Smith is one. Of course, Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman. Mookie Betts this year, not so much.
And I think that you feel, Eric, when you use the term a carrier, correct me if I'm wrong, don't you feel like that is the guy with 2 outs of the 9th and the game's on the line you want at the plate? The Giants don't have any of those guys per se. The Dodgers have Betts and Freeman, and you can go down their roster. The pitchers are scared of. Pitchers aren't scared of our players. So is that what you mean by a carrier? The guy, the game's on the line, he carries you?
He's a carrier. He's one that just puts the team on his back, and he gets the hits when he gets the hits. He plays defense, whatever you may be.
Gets the job.
In other words, he is your if you want to say almost the superstar, right?
That's why I say Wilmer. Yeah. Wilmer was that kind of player. if you called it an off-the-bench player.
And if
He
you want to
was our best pinch hitter all year.
and you could take it within a season. There's certain players that become carriers for a certain amount of time, right? I mean, that's, for example, in 2024, when Ramos had, or not Ramos, but Flores had an absolute run, dude. The guy was just amazing, but they kept benching him.
He and Shohei. How many times people mention Wilmer and Shohei in the same breath, Eric? And they were the hottest players on the planet. But anyway, you can argue. They'll say, "Oh, he's not that good." But you know what? People don't like you, Eric. They just don't like you, and you can't. I mean, hey, I face that dilemma in life every day. There's people who don't like me. I couldn't care less. The more you don't like me, the more it kind of fires me up. There's people who don't like Giant Sports Talk Live. Well, then don't come to the show. There's people, Eric, you got to deal with this.
Of course,
in every walk of life, man.
It doesn't even bother me. Just here chatting. Who cares? Fuji Simeon, $2 says, "I wish Walker well on his future locksmith career." Matter of fact, Fuji. You said that not too long ago. That's pretty good. I like it. That's a fact. Chris, what's up, Chris? He donates another $2. Says, "Why is Ryan Walker on this team? OMG, enough." I think he's seen enough. What do you think? I've seen enough. I don't get it. But.
Who's the guy I asked you about the other day, Eric?
Which one?
And everybody in the chat fired in, and they were like, "Oh, Jesus, I forgot about him." Our long guy last year.
Oh, Bivens.
Yeah, so if you got Bivens, Eric, okay, Bivens. I haven't even heard Bivens' name all year, and that brought a lot of people in the chat back to reality. We still got him? So if you got a Bivens, and you're throwing Ryan Walker now in the 6th and 7th, what are we doing? Does Walker have something on the Giants? Does he got something on Larry Bear or Buster? Because, I mean, that's the route I'm taking. He must have something on him because he's sticking around, Eric. He's sticking around.
It's terrible. I'm going to get to Anthony before I get to Mark.
Toenail fungus, this guy. He won't go away. He won't go away. And we sent him away and came back. Jesus.
Anthony donates $2. The Yankees fans are frothing over the Duvall trade. Good. One good thing, again, we talked about it last night with Dieter. That was a good move by Buster, right? He was able to get off of Duvall and trade him for a couple of decent pieces. So, hey, nothing wrong with that. Mark, what's up? Our good friend in New York, $10. Took my sound down to Philadelphia tonight to see Skeens pitch. Pitching duel was anything but, oh, man, yeah, I would think it was a high-scoring game on both ends, right? Both Skeens and Wheeler pitched poorly. Phillies are going to pass the Braves by the All-Star break. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be something to keep an eye on. What's up, Mark? Thanks for the $10, man. Awesome. But it sounds like you guys went and saw, hey, at least you saw an exciting game, a lot of runs being scored. I don't think you guys weren't too invested in it, right? As far as being Mets fans, you just went out to go try to watch a good pitching duel, as you said.
And my buddy Mark there, the big collector, Eric, he and I must roam in the same circles because seeing his avatar there, see the girl he's with?
Yeah, from Christmas. I remember that last time.
Well, it was 2017 or 2018. I'm at the, what do you call it? The IKEA in Winnipeg, which I go to about once every 10 years. So I'm in the IKEA, and she's standing there in the IKEA in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Eric. And I'm like, hey, you're on the Hallmark Channel, aren't you? She goes, yeah. No one else even knows who she is.
Let me take a look. Can we make that bigger? That girl right there?
We can't make it bigger.
She's from the Hallmark Channel. That's not his wife.
That's Lucy.
That's another woman, Eric. I don't know what we're doing here.
Lucy Colbert from the Hallmark Channel.
Her name's not Lucy. No, her name is Jesus. I got a picture with her too. I'll
sure that's not Lucy, like Colbert or Colbert. She's sort of top heavy, sort of small, top heavy, beautiful brunette.
She's beautiful. Don't tell Bernice I said that, but
I think her name's Lucy.
No, her name is not Lucy.
You better take a look. Make sure I'm wrong, because that looks like my Lucy. Lucy Colbert or something.
Question to Lou. Hang on.
What is going? Fuji Simeon donates $2. I don't know where we're going here. Walker is safe as he is doing free lock and key work.
Hey, question for you. There was a girl actress as a young teenage type girl, and she ended up. Oh, am I mic'd there? I just want to. So there's this girl. She's a young teenage actress, and she went on to star in a lot of Hallmark movies. What was her name?
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Are you thinking of Lacey Chabert? She started as a child.
Lacey Chabert.
I said Lucy. That's what I meant. I said Lucy Chabet, Lacey Chabet.
As a kid. Like she was in Party of Five, and then later on she became super known for Hallmark movies.
There you go. Thanks, buddy. I can always see. I can't count on Lou on a regular basis, but I can always.
I said Lucy when it was
There you
Lacey.
go, Lou.
Same last
Right,
name. I told you.
Lou, get your mic on. I want to hear what Lou's got to say.
I
Oh, is
did?
Lou's on? Wait a sec. My volume.
No, you're on. It was on.
Sorry,
It was
Lou.
on.
Go ahead, buddy.
I
you.
said her name was Lucy. It was Lacey. I'm sorry. But yeah, that Lacey Colbert. And if you look at her, she's a little top heavy. She's beautiful.
Chabert Colbert. Jesus. Come on, Lou.
That's how I see it.
Where?
That's how I spell
You
it.
can see, Lou, Eric, you can see why Lou's got it in with the
Chabert.
women. And he doesn't even know their
Chabert.
names. He just-
Hey,
Oh,
all I
my
know is if me
God.
and Lacey get married, I don't have to change the bath towels. The same initials. That's all that matters to me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, too funny. Oh man,
Has anybody been able to find those Mexican games? I know on my cable
I have no
package I
idea.
don't seem to get them, but I wonder if
I
can
have
you get
no
them
idea.
online? I'd like to see. I think he plays for a team called the Toros,
I have no idea.
not the
Yeah,
Toronto.
and- You know what's funny is I'm so glad you had fun time at the game. That's 2 straight games. If you remember yesterday, you had Scooble going against the Yankees pitcher. The over and
Yeah,
under
Schlittler.
was 6.5, and it was they scored like 15. Today's game total was 7.5. They scored like 18. So that's why there's casinos. People think they have an advantage, unlike Glenn right now during his hot streak. And you go, oh, this game is gonna be lucky to score, and kaboom. You know, so, but hey, I hope you had fun.
Hey, and you
Nothing
know what?
better
What
than
is
going
this?
to a ballpark like that?
What is kind of going on with the? Are we already starting to get into the dog days? That's a little bit early. We're only in the first day of July. We've turned a month. The Giants are 1-0 in July. How about that? But our pitchers already starting to get tired. I mean, yesterday you had Scooble. Now is okay because he was out for a few months or for a month or so. Schlittler, though, he's been pitching all year. He looked horrible. Skeens, Codify had an interesting tweet out talking about his RPM on his fastball has been declining since the start of the season. There's another report. I don't know if you guys see that. Eno Saris, I don't know if you guys follow him. He did an investigation on the baseballs. Supposedly there's something going on with the baseballs where they're starting to fly out the yard a little bit more. I guess supposedly the manufacturer had some extra oil on the yarn or some shit, and there's some
heard
yellow.
that.
Oh, it's weird. But again, there's some conspiracy theories going on about the baseball, and it's starting to fly out of the park a lot more often. So
Geez, I got all my hats
what
here.
about-
Eric. I got the fisherman's hat. I got my fireman's hat. What am I going to get? A tinfoil hat next show, Eric?
dude, I'm telling you, man.
Hey,
it's
Eric,
crazy.
what do you think about these guys that were stealing strikes like Webb, Schemes, these guys, and now with the ABS,
The ABS, you can't do that no more, man.
yeah, you can't do it
No.
anymore. So the spin really doesn't matter. And the other thing, Eric, is your buddy talked about the Yankees today. I don't know if you saw it, but he went off. He was
Yeah,
upset
Big
he didn't have
Nick.
any pizza, but Nick was very,
Ooh,
very
he
happy
was
with the
pissed,
former
dude.
Giants closer.
He was.
And you know what? If you didn't know who he was, you knew exactly. He's trying to be pinpoint. He's throwing 102. Who cares if you throw 102 when you can't get it over the plate, especially with the bases loaded?
And
So-
what he went slider happy, right? Just like he did
Yeah.
in 2021. Remember when they
Yeah.
blew it against the Dodgers in Game 5? I don't even want to talk about it.
Lose on to something. The ABS really has hurt pitchers and catchers, both.
Yeah, Dieter talked about it because Logan Webb, right? He had a lot of success in being able to steal strikes, so to speak. And now you can't get away with that anymore. You just can't. Now when you have the ability for the hitter to tap his head, and
I
next
like
thing you
it.
know.
I like it. They got to add one. You should have 3. Baseball's a game of 3 outs, 9 innings, 3 threes. I like 3. I think they got a pair now. You got to add one more, Eric. I think it brings more excitement to the game than I thought. And the fact that they bring it up on the scoreboards in center field and you see it almost, there's no delay.
No, there's not.
Instant. I
It's-
like everything about it. And I would have been, I'm old school, Eric. Bringing all these new rules. I go, why did we change the game? I like it. You lose it. And we've seen it earlier this year with not only the Giants, but usually just the Giants, where you got 3 of them. Now you got a pair. You got to pick your poison there too, Eric.
You do.
That guy, remember the Giants earlier this year using both in the first inning on like a ball strike? What are you talking about? You saved them for the
key moments. Key moments. Yes. And look, and here's another thing. That's a welcome, you want to say, a symptom of the ABS. Now it's making the umpires be a little bit more litigious, I guess, with their – they don't want to be shown up, right? Who wants to be shown up?
They are.
If you call a good game, you ain't got to worry about freaking going to the microphone, pointing up to the what is it, to the up there to the box score or whatever, and announce what's going on here. They want to, make sure they're calling a good game. So it's a little bit of what do you want to call it? It's a safety net for them, but it also makes them say, "Hey, I want to go out there and call a good game." Because before they didn't have that. They didn't have that.
For the team and players, Eric. You're in a key ball game. You're going to get a key ball game like a few years ago, Eric. Wilmer Flores called out third strike. Would have got another pitch. They called him. There's nothing you could do about it. I like when the game is in limbo and the game is on the line.
Yeah,
Eric.
but the problem is that was different because it was a check swing, and you can't do anything with that. That's the only thing that sucks.
It's not just the ABS, but also the fact when they instituted the challenge rule, Eric.
Yeah.
I mean, when something is on the line, you're in Game 7 of the World Series, and somebody watches it. Think back to the Chicago. I mean, we had Dieter on
White Sox.
The White Sox. The guy loses a no-hitter, or it may have been a perfect game. When the guy was what was that? The guy, the umpire had a brain fart, but the umpires would
Joyce.
Detroit
Tigers.
Oh, yeah. I would have more
Mike
respect.
Joyce was the umpire. Kid called Eric.
I would have more respect. The umpire goes.
And did you see the umpire afterwards? He broke down.
Well, did you see the next day? He was at home, and they let him, the pitcher, take out the.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
the scorecard or the lineup
card. Yeah, the lineup card, and he just hugged him and says, "Hey, he's human. He made a mistake. Total class."
Exactly. That was awesome.
But I mean, see how it can change the fate of baseball history. He should be in the record books as a no-hitter with an asterisk.
Yeah, with an asterisk, yeah.
It was a no-hitter.
It was a perfect game.
Perfect game, yeah.
Perfect game. That's rough. Man.
Well, it was a perfect game until the ninth inning. Something was imperfect in baseball that day.
Ain't that the truth? Hey, talking about perfect games.
What about a perfect game plan? Let's head down to Tommy's. That's a game plan for you.
Dude, it's always a perfect game at Tommy's. Our proud sponsor, Tommy's Mexican restaurant, where you could go get the world famous Tommy Margarita. And if Julio's there, right, Lou, he will give you a little history on the world famous Tommy Margarita. It's awesome stuff. By the way, guys, if you check out our previous videos of when we were down there in March, right before the start of the season, I had a little interview with Julio. That was so much fun. That was a lot of fun.
Printing, bettercreditcards.com. And Lefties. And coming up this month, Eric, what are we about? We're 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. We're 3 weeks away. Caitlin Chen will be signing autographs at Lefties coming up on the 19th. So I will be there. I will be there, Eric. I'm going to be there in line early. I'll have my Chen jersey, my Caitlin Chen hat on. I'll be all excited. Whoa!
There you go. Look at that. Liam had a birthday. Did not know that. Giants actually won on my birthday for once. There you go. Happy birthday, Liam. What did you turn? What age are you there, Liam? I know he's still a young buck.
He's 13.
Fuji sends another $2. Says, will there be another meet and greet at Tommy's? I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll
there would be. I mean, is it compelling enough? Is it compelling, Eric? When you're
that's the problem, man.
You're 14 games under. I'm not compelled to be setting up a live remote.
That's where I'm at, man. It's like I love meeting people. I love talking to people. I love to talk. Holy crap. By the way, guys, you think I talk a lot, man. Dieter last night, woo-wee! That guy can talk, boy. But yeah, it's hard to get up. You know, Giants are 17 below 500. Let's go do a meet and greet. It's like
a great concept, Eric. It was like the 7th inning stretch. We were going to come on. The game is tight. 9th inning. We'll come in the 7th. I think we've done it twice.
Yeah,
it was a great concept. It just doesn't mean right? Like, come on, it's the Giants.
Miggs, I plan on going to Tommy's when I'm in San Francisco in a few weeks. Hey, make sure you talk to Enrique. Let him know you heard it from Giant Sports Talk Live that Tommy's Mexican restaurant is the place to go. And you know what? What will happen, Lou, if he talks to Enrique?
I think we even have a video. He'll tell us the one.
You know what? Do I have? Ooh,
you
know what?
I don't. Him at the bar where it was so packed.
Oh shit! I don't. I have to hold on. Let me find it, and then I'll.
All right.
Hold on one second.
First of all, Miggs, welcome to San Francisco. When you come, yeah, just tell them you saw him on Giant Sports Talk Live. They, every time I go there, they take care of me. I have friends that show up saying, "Is Lou here? He owes me money," and they usually hide me in the bathroom. But no, you come to the bar, you say, "Hey, I heard about you on the show Giant Sports Talk Live." They love hearing that. They'll take care of you. Usually Enrique will upgrade your margarita. You get the free chips. It was funny. I think it was Eric the other day. Somebody wrote, "Hey, what's my go-to?" If you're there on like a Wednesday or Thursday, the Chili Colorado, where it's pork that's aged, is phenomenal. So, I always do that. But most importantly, just have fun. And if you're not an expert, Julio's most definitely is probably going to be there. We'll give you a little education. Because for me, I didn't know there was 3 different types of tequila. And I didn't, I'm a Reposado guy and Blanco. I didn't know there's other stuff aged. But the one thing about the booze at Tommy's, everything is 100% natural. Like they don't do Jose Cuervo Gold or that because it's not 100%. But it's very smooth. And what the other thing, too, if you're going to go there, do you want it just to sip or do you want tequila to go in your margarita? Big difference. I was unaware of it. So, but they're very helpful and a lot of fun.
And by the way,
it's Mexican food. Do they have hot sauce on their store? Can you add hot sauce?
Oh,
what do you do?
People walk up there and go like this. Yeah, I want a spicy margarita. And they put habanero in, and it's like death. They take 2 sips and they run to the bathroom.
There we go. And speaking of it, hey, let's hear from Enrique himself.
Hey, Lou Marston, Giant Sports Talk Live. Guess where I'm at? I'm here at Tommy's, home of the world-famous Tommy Margarita. Sorry about that. They're so busy I can't even stand here. But I'm with the great bartender, Enrique.
Hey, guys. I hope to see you soon. The legend Lou here at Tommy's.
When you guys walk into Tommy's, talk to Enrique. He'll gladly take care of you. In fact, he might even give you a little upgrade on the world-famous Tommy Margarita.
Definitely.
All right, Lou Marston out, Giant Sports Talk Live.
Hi, guys.
There you go.
Lou, he's infectious. What a good kid, man.
Yes, man. We saw him at the game. Remember?
Yeah,
Me, you,
the Dodger
Ibrahim,
game.
and Aaron? Yeah.
That
was awesome.
That's him on a bad day, and that's him on a good day. What you see is what you get from that good kid. Good kid. He's respectful. Good kid. Brought up well, I can tell.
All the people over there at Tommy's Mexican are fantastic. They're great people, man. I'm telling you. They treated us absolutely fantastic and all our guests. So, yeah.
Well, where else can I go? I was flirting with like at least 3 generational women. You had the mother, you had the daughter, you had the grand. I don't know. It was a whole Lou. Remember, I was winking at them, Lou. They were all, they were getting up. We had so much fun.
Before the meet and greet. I wasn't even there yet. And they said, "Hey, you're meeting Lou. Why don't you have a seat? We'll take care of you."
Yeah. Actually, I wandered around for a little while, didn't tell them who I was. So I went in limbo a little bit, right? I went in cold, but then it was Enrique comes over. He goes, "Oh my God, you're like we're some celebrity. Oh my God, Are you Glenn from Giant Sports Talk Live? And usually I get defensive. Who wants to know? I go, as a matter of fact, yeah, how you doing? And they roll out the red carpet. Then Lou is like one of these guys. He's got to come like 10, 15 minutes late just to make the entrance. We had a lot of fun. Had a lot of
Another
fun.
$2. Tommy Margarita is more reliable than Ryan Walker. Facts.
Oh, it's a winner.
Yeah.
It's a winner.
And the one thing is, in 2 weeks, once the World Cup's over, like Henry, I sent a photo to you, Eric. He was at the game today, and he had great seats, and he took a photo of USA's second goal, which was a free kick.
The free kick.
And he literally just started doing it, and he goes, Lou, I got the perfect thing, because he wants to send it to my work. But, just an overall great guy. Great guy.
Nice.
And if you notice in that shirt, when we interviewed him, he had one of our shirts on, which is SF 60th anniversary, and then, of course, it has our name. So
it is, that shirt has a lot on it, Lou. A lot on that shirt, and a lot of people will. I get a lot of it's not 25 a day or anything. Don't get carried away, but I get a lot of feedback when I wear that shirt.
Yeah, I wear the pullover to almost all the games. Give them a free pull, and they always say, Hey, are you? And then I say something. They go, I know your voice from something. Are you that guy from that show? You're always negative. And I go, yeah, that's me. He goes, hey, man, I really enjoy your show.
Every show's got an odd man out. We were at the Giant game, and the little guy kept saying, Eric went to either the bathroom or went to the bar. I mean, he was doing the bar runs all night. Couldn't get him to sit in his seat. And the little guy goes, is that Eric from Giant Sports Talk Live? And remember, I said, what am I? Chopped liver? He goes, who are you? Who are you? And then he took him like 3 innings to get up the nerve. See, that's a celebrity status you bring, Eric.
Yeah, right. Celebrity status.
It took him like 3 innings. And he finally, hi, Eric from Giant Sports Talk Live. I thought that was pretty darn cool.
Yeah, it was fun, dude. I tell you. So it's good times, man.
Being a ball fan. What was one of the great, it was like the Bugs Bunny scene, a little hocus pocus. We had a magic wand going
that was one of the best nights at the park, man. It was a good damn time.
Great seats, great game. We beat the Cubs and great people. What more do you want? And I got a great souvenir.
I agree. Tuesday nights there. Some of my favorite nights are the Tuesday nights there. For some reason, the games just live it up.
Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah, look, it was hit right on the sweet spot too. You see the little marking right, stain right. Somebody hit that, corked it right on the sweet spot. And look at that when they had that was last year. Eric, look, a few more fannies in the seats there. Look at those crowd. Look at the crowd.
Yeah,
Eric.
it was packed. Who did it? Gosh dang it! Who did they play that? Was it the Cubs? Right?
Was the Chicago?
That was a good game.
We started off down the street.
Wasn't that Harry Potter night, if I remember?
Yes,
it was. I had the magic wand.
Remember, we were at Longbridge Pizza. Me, you, and Aaron.
Before.
Me, you, Aaron, and Robbie were at Longbridge. There it is. Oh my God, dude! It was so much fun, man. I met Los D for the first time in person. Walked down to the park, and that's when we met up with Lou and Dan. Enjoyed the game. I mean, it was just a.
And that guy there, by the way, see him?
Yeah. Brand new Papa.
I hope he's doing well.
Papa.
Yeah, get some sleep when he can. There you go.
Exactly.
And anybody who hasn't been, like, look at that. That's from our seat. I mean, that's right. Willie was talking to people right around us. It was like, I thought the highlight of the night, I think Lou was gone, Eric. But I thought, not to blow my own horn, but I will. I thought my highlight of the night was remember when one of the players threw the ball?
Encarnacion threw a ball, and
what did I do? I was like, it was like, right. It hurt like hell, but I wasn't going to tell him that. And then he's looking at the girl he was throwing it to. He's like,
oh, well.
And then I pulled a Lou card out of my back pocket. I said, here, darling. Here, you can have it.
You already got the one. You already got the one from.
Yes, Lou has taught me well.
Oh my gosh!
Wax on, wax off. There you go.
Hey, well, guess what? No game tomorrow, so no show. So we got a nice day off tomorrow. Recharge the batteries. We'll be back at it again on Friday. And Logan Webb will take the mound for the Giants, and it's undecided currently for the Colorado Rockies.
And like Lou says on Canada Day, he likes them top heavy. And if you're nice to the ladies, Mike Reno and Lou say you might get lucky. So, hey,
there you go.
You never know, right, Lou?
I agree. And also, I know
Lou
it's
tried to-
Liam's birthday. I think he said today's Liam's birthday.
20.
Also, Bobby Bonilla Day.
Bobby Bonilla
Bobby
Day.
Bonilla
Another
Day.
$1 million in the bank account.
Yep.
Ching. Yeah. Gotta love that one. All the
Lou
way until
tried to-
what's it? 2035, I think they said.
Lou, did you think you were
Yeah.
going to throw me under the bus today? When Lou sent me a text today with his picture. Happy Canada Day. And it was a whole bunch of guys standing there, Canadian flags. And you think you were throwing me under the bus, Lou? Got to get up pretty
No,
early. I said, and I texted him right back. I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, a happy Canada Day from Lou and the suite."
And the suite, honeymoon suite.
Oh,
Canada's
that's
finest.
great. Nice. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm going solo this weekend on the radio show. Lou is going to be on assignment. So when do you head out, Lou? Your trip's coming up.
I head out tomorrow afternoon. Drive
Have a
up
safe
to
trip,
Reno,
bud.
and then
Where you
and then
heading?
if any Reno,
Gotcha.
4th of July celebration up there. I'm actually gonna be watching
Nice.
fireworks on top of a hotel. But I will say one thing, talking to Tommy's, Mexico's playing Sunday night. So if anybody's in the city on Sunday at 5:30, go to Tommy's. They give away T-shirts. They have drink
Wow.
specials. It starts at 5:30. So I'll be there myself. But most importantly, hey guys, I'm not going to be around. But everyone, please, please, please be safe. 4th of July, fireworks and booze. It doesn't mix. So just be careful. We
Don't want to
you
lose an
back.
appendage, right?
That's a fact.
And it happens.
Yes. Yes, it does. And it's
And most
brutal.
importantly, be aware of pets around you. If you are
Yeah,
going
that's-
to
Yes.
Good call.
Yeah. Watch your pets, man. I tell you, man, they'll get absolutely crazy. when
Usually
those
it's drunken, overpaid athletes who lose the appendages for some reason. I don't know why, Eric. Is if they have more
Hey.
powerful fire, the money pays for more powerful fireworks, but it's always
Hey, Dodger fans.
Canada Day and 4th of July. There's always at least one athlete who will be in the news because he lost 2 fingers, or I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I know.
Please. Play it like Lou says. On the 4th of July, play it safe.
There you go. Exactly. Have fun. Moderation, but be safe. Exactly.
So Giants
Let's get the hell out of here.
Gotta
Let's get
take
the
us
hell
in
out of
moderation.
here,
What do you
man.
expect? We got a day off. We're going to Colorado. You got Webb. Eric, you feeling good? Good vibes after this win? You're going to a place where you can hit the long ball? Or are you like, 2 teams are pretty evenly matched?
Colorado's a house of horrors. It could go anywhere, man.
You
It
don't
is.
think Arizona is?
Oh, yeah, it is. That's just that ballpark, man.
The House of
That
Horrors.
ballpark is brutal.
House of
It
Horrors.
could go. It
starts
could,
at
there,
Oracle
you look.
Park.
You can't. I mean, it's just it's up in the air. It
House
is
of
absolutely. I mean, anytime you go to Colorado, there's no guarantee. Usually sometimes you go to some of these other opposing ballparks and you can be all right. The Giants have a good chance. Colorado, you can never say that for the simple fact that it's nuts.
Yeah.
That place is nuts.
Hey, I could fly down there. It's only like a 2-hour flight for me. I should fly down for the weekend.
Well, there you go.
Think
The
about
holiday
that.
weekend. No, I don't know, man.
4th week.
Oh.
Maybe I can stay home. I
You
don't
may
know.
want to stay home.
It's hard enough for me to get over the border now, but I'll be back
right,
in
Lou.
another couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys.
Be safe, Lou and Glenn. I'll see you on Friday.
See you, buddy.
Get outta here.
See you guys.
Be
Thanks
good.
for Super chats too.
See you guys. Yeah, exactly. Oh, matter of fact, real quick before we get out of here.
Roll call.
Here we
Roll
go. Here we go. Fuji Simeon with a bunch. Chris donated $2. Mark with 10. Anthony with 2. And then again, Fuji with just a whole bunch today. Again, much appreciated, Fuji.
Eric,
That's
if I
awesome.
may, there was one person who was in the chat earlier, and a lot of people will email sometimes. They'll say, "You don't read my chat." There's a lot of, dude, we can't
I
keep
haven't
up.
checked the email forever, honestly, and that's my bad.
And I got a message there in the chat tonight. Somebody said, I go to the Toros game. I can get you a Wilmer Flores autographed jersey. Just reach out to me. Giant Sports Talk Live. Where is it, Eric? Here it is.
Oh, yeah, nope.
No, it's
this
the wrong
one.
one. Here we go. 3 strikes.
There we go.
There we go.
Got it.
Giant Sports Talk Live at gmail.com. If you want to shoot me an email, we can work out a little. He says, but what do you got to trade? Well, I got lots of trade bait. Come on.
Hey, we got the 2 of 2 set. Well, we got to get a 3. Remember of our little baseball cards. How about that?
Oh, yeah. I picked up a Wilmer Flores today, Eric.
Oh, I knew you would.
Yeah, I got a bronze, well, in celebration of Canada Day.
Of course.
I have to do
Of
with
course.
it, but I just said, somebody on eBay, if you want to go check it out, the Wilmer Flores bronze tops. There are only 5. I got number 4 of 5. I needed one of the 5. We were bantering back and forth, and Sometimes even when he's your favorite player, you got to kind of play it low.
Got to play it. Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell is going to pay that for? Who wants a Wilmer Flores? I'm doing you a favor taking it off your hands. Okay, let's agree to this price. And I'm like,
all right, then there you go. Hey, nice.
Yeah. Masterclass in negotiations, buddy.
All right, let's get out of here. And hey,
safe trip, Lou. Good trip, Lou. Safe trip. We'll see you next week, pal. I'll carry the mail this weekend on the radio show. It'll be.
Hey, you got a substitution. Chardall said he'll fill in. Chardall said he'll fill in the radio.
Like I said, Eric, I'll be doing a radio show on my own this week. Lou, I'll see you in a week's time. Bye-bye.
All right, guys.
Adios.
Have fun. And be good, and we'll see you guys Friday night.
Come on.
See you guys. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.